Mom and Dad. We just wanted to make this video for you guys to show you how thankful we are for you two as parents and how lucky we are as children to have grown up looking up to you guys and have you guys as our parents. So we wanted to make this little video for you guys to see how much we truly appreciate you and love you guys. If I had to use 2 words to describe my mom, I would first say considerate. And I would say considerate because she always is thinking about other people. She looks for ways to give to others. She is always looking for ways to show them that she's thinking of them. And one of the ways I can think of is just offering to come and help me clean my house, knowing that I was feeling really overwhelmed with all the things that I had going on, but she offered to do that for me, so that was really considerate of her. Another example or word that would describe my mom would be present. And I think of this word for her because she always is available. She makes sure to, if she's not with you, to check in on you. She was with me in some of my hardest times in life and in some of my most joyful times. But I never had to look far for her. She always made herself part of my life, and that was really a blessing. So considerate and present would be the words I would use for her.
And to stay right where we are, and I'm holding on to make it last. Tomorrow always comes too fast. I never wanted any other way.
When I think Grady, I think goofy and easygoing. He's easygoing because he's very easy to talk to, and I know I can always go to him to talk to him about anything, pretty much. He's goofy because he kind of reminds me of my dad. You know, they both have that dry humor, you know, where it's like funny, but sometimes it's just not funny, but because it's not funny, it makes it funny, you know? So yeah, he's definitely goofy and easygoing, so.
So one word that I would use to describe my dad would be protective. It wasn't something I always thought was a good thing growing up, but the older I've gotten, the more I've truly appreciated and respected the way my parents raised me and my siblings, especially with my dad being protective. I feel like if he wasn't as hard as he was, I would not be the person I am today. So for that, it's one of those things where I am unbelievably grateful and blessed to have my dad in my life, because he's been nothing but one of my biggest supporters, but also tough love. So he's been awesome.
I know exactly how the rule goes. Put my mask on first. No, I don't want to talk about myself.
Hi Mom and Dad, so we just wanted to make you a video to let you know how special you are to us and how much you mean to us. So Mom, if I could think of 2 words to describe you, I would think of loving, because you have 4 beautiful children and you raised all of them and you're always there for them, and also you have also accepted me into your life, Finnick. And you've also accepted other spouses and boyfriends, and I just think that's so special that no matter who it is or what time it is, you're always there for them, you're always there for us. And I really appreciate all the checking in you did on me through my postpartum journey, and you still do, and you're just very loving and caring to all of us kids, so thank you for that. The other word I would think of would be thoughtful, because you're always thoughtful in how you take care of us, and if we're out doing something, you know, you send us a little gift, or you think of, you know, what we could need for the trip, or just little things that you do for us that really mean a lot, and we appreciate it, huh? Yeah, see, we love you.
Like a force to be reckoned with, a mighty ocean or a gentle kiss. I will love you with every single thing I have.
If I could describe my dad in 2 words, one of them would be hardworking. My dad has provided so much for our family and has always worked super hard to get us to where we have been. As kids, we never really had to worry about if we'd have food on the table or a roof over our head or even a birthday gift on our birthday. And I know that was because of my dad. I know financially our family has gone through hard times in the past, but growing up, I never knew that. My parents always helped us feel stable. And I know my dad working, whether he was out of town or even in the same city, he was doing everything he could to provide for our family. So my dad is definitely hardworking. Another word that I would describe my dad is witty. He always has a comment or a joke to go with anything you say, and it always can make someone smile. Whether we want to say it's funny or not, we really do think it's funny, and it's something that I love so much about my dad. He can turn any serious moment into a silly one, and that is really good in hard moments. So witty is a definitely good word for my dad. So yes, hardworking and witty.
Two worlds among the stars. You're gonna take a piece of my heart if you leave. So it's 2 separate ways, or am I too late to say? I wanna fight for what we got, 'cause I believe in family.
So 2 words to describe my mom. The first one I would use is hardworking, because growing up my mom always worked very hard. She would work at the airport, which looking back now that was probably a horrible job, but she worked there all the time, and she would come home late, and after working all day she would come home and fix us dinner and get us ready for bed, and then wake up the next day and get us ready for school, and then head off to work, and we'd see her later that night. So she's definitely very hardworking, and just having a kid now, it's crazy that she took care of 4. So I give that to my mom. That was something that she did really well. And the other word I would use to describe her is supportive, because throughout my whole life, no matter what it was, my mom was there supporting me, and through thick and thin, she was there to help me out, and no matter what it was, she would do anything to help me out. And
God, 'cause I believe in family. In family.
The first word that I would use to describe Grady is funny, because there's always something to laugh about and something to joke about when we're together. And I specifically remember the time that we did that 1-for-1 thing when we were joking around, and how we tried to keep that going for a while. That was fun and funny. The second word that I would use, well, it's actually 2 words. It's well-seasoned. And I appreciate how Grady likes the nicer things in life, like good coffee, good steak, good bourbon. And I'll never forget the time that, or the first time that I had a Coney Island chili dog. And I always love those things.
To fight for what we got, 'cause you believe in family. In family.
Okay, a word to describe my dad would be encouraging. And for me, that means that he always pushed me to be the best that I could be. He encouraged me to pursue lofty goals, some of which I had other plans for myself. But regardless, he always believed that I could do amazing things with my life. And I always felt that from him, that encouragement and encouraging to take the next step, or to write the next goal. So encouraging would be one word. Another word that I would use to describe my dad is clever. Now, he would want you to think that he is the most clever person that you've ever met. And sometimes you can give it to him, but really, like truly, he always has like a wittiness and a sense of humor that always kind of gets you at the end. And then on top of that, he's just smart. He enjoys having conversations about meaningful things, and so that like funniness mixed with the smarts, which don't tell him I told you that, because he'll go to his head a little bit. But he definitely is clever, and I'm thankful that we get to banter a little bit too.
That I'm always gonna lift you up, and I'm never gonna let you down. No matter what you do, I'm forever proud of you. I love you forever now.
When I think Christy, I think of 2 words: caring and thoughtful. Caring because with everything that's been going on with Dutch and like all the hardships that people have been going through, you're always like quick to talk to them and comfort them and like help them out. And that's why I'm saying caring. For thoughtful, I mean, when you get coupons, you always send them to Reagan and I, and a lot of the times it's as small as, $2 shakes at Cold Stone, even though we didn't get to use it. But it's a thought that counts, and that's why you're thoughtful.
Hope you realize that I love you forever now. I'm always gonna be right here. Always gonna.
If there was one word to describe my mom, I would say dependable. She has always been there for us in so many different ways, but me especially, She's always been present with all of my competitions in gymnastics. She's always made it a point to text me and call me to make sure I'm doing okay, to see if I need anything. So she's always been extremely present in my life, and for that I'm truly appreciative for just having her, you know, as a great mom and, you know, role model for my life.
Think of 2 words to explain you or describe you, I would think of funny, because you're always cracking us up, and I think it's so funny every time we're together for the holidays, and you just make little jokes and really just lighten the mood and always make me feel comfortable when I'm visiting. And the other word I would think of would be loyal, because you, again, have 4 beautiful children, and you've always been there for them, to support them, and through each one of the chapters in their lives and journeys. And I just think it's so great how no matter when they need you, you know, you're there. So we really appreciate you guys and all you do for us, and we love you so much. And we just really want you to know how special you are to us and to Ivy now. And my first memory of you would be meeting you when I came to visit Trenton, and you just welcomed me right into your family then. And so we love you, and Merry Christmas. We'll see you soon.
To you, when the work you put in is realized, let yourself feel the pride, but always stay humble and kind. Don't expect a free ride from no one. Don't hold a grudge or a chip, and here's why.
So when I think of my mom, I think of 2 words specifically. One word being selfless. My mom has always put us kids before herself or anybody else. Whether we are putting her through hell and back, or it's the best day ever, she is always there for us, always willing to do anything. Whether we're in the same house as her or across the country, she's always willing to help in any way possible. Us growing up as kids, we didn't necessarily put my parents through the easiest of times, but regardless of that, they never showed that they loved us any less. My mom was always there, always loving, always there to hug us and let us know that she wasn't going anywhere. So selfless for sure for my mom. Another word that I would use to describe my mom is resourceful. I go to my mom for absolutely everything. I swear she has an answer, even when you've been searching for the answers for hours, it feels like. You ask her and then immediately she has an answer for you. Or even if you can't find your car keys and you've been looking for a while, and then she goes and looks, in the first 10 seconds, I swear, she finds the car keys. So I call my mom Google, because I swear she has an answer for everything. So resourceful. If I didn't have my mom, I don't know how I would have made it this far in life. So definitely selfless and resourceful for my mom.
And roll the windows down. Let that summer sun shine. Always stay humble and kind. Don't take for granted the love this life gives you. When you get where you're going, don't forget, turn back around and help the next one in line.
Alright, 2 words to describe my dad. The first word I would have to use would be funny, despite what mom might say. My dad's very funny. He was always able to make all of us laugh. make his friends laugh when we were around them. He always had a great sense of humor, and he's probably the reason why I'm so funny. I mean, despite what Abby might say, but I definitely got that from my dad. And the next word I would use to describe him would be smart. My dad is very smart. He's always been able to help me with any problems I had, whether it was with schoolwork, math particularly, but or just problems in life. He always has a really good take and level-headed, and he's able to help me through problems, and it's also gotten him very far in his career, and I know that as I progress through my career, he'll always be there to help me move along to the next step, and he'll know what to do, and I can always count on him to give me a solid answer on something. So I would definitely say my dad's smart.
Thought I saw you down the tin coastline. After all this time.
If I had 2 words to describe Christy, the first one I would use is accommodating, because she's always willing to go the extra mile to make everyone feel welcome. An example that I have is whenever we come over and stay and visit for the weekend, we always feel like we're right at home. The second word that I would use to describe Christy is gentle, because she's so kind with everybody. It's so great to see how she interacts with Emery and Adeline, and it's so much fun to see how much they love her, and I'm so glad that they have such a great Mimi in their life.
Will you stay on
I like dancing with Papa.
Ooh, where do you dance with Papa?
At my house.
What's your favorite thing to do with Papa?
Snuggle.
Emery, what's your favorite thing to do with Mimi?
Play.
Like what?
Like playing at her house.
What's your favorite toy at her house?
Stuffed animal.
You like stuffed animals. Can you blow a kiss to Mimi?
before the night sets in? 'Cause I don't wanna miss you if you come back again. Will you?
Dad, thank you. Thank you so much for always pushing me towards excellence, and knowing that I could be something great and pushing me towards that, even when I did not always believe it in myself. And also, thank you for teaching me how to laugh at myself and at the small things. It definitely has given me the ability to see joy in small things that maybe I would have missed before. And finally, thank you for teaching that to Emery and Adeline as they grow up, getting to have that same experience with finding the joy in the little things, hearing silly names being given to one another, and being able to just live as a kid for a little bit longer than maybe this world wants them to. So thank you for that, and thank you for all that you do for our family to help us to enjoy each other's presence and not have to worry about about anything else. So thank you.
Thank you, Christy and Grady, for taking me in to your family. Being away from my family for however long and only seeing them for X amount of days on the holidays it's kind of takes a toll on you after a while. But I just want to thank you both for taking me into your family and really having open arms, and it's really meant a lot. Y'all really made me feel at home, and I can't thank you enough for that, and I know my parents don't thank you enough for it either, or can't thank you enough for it either. So thank you.
Your pretty little wings, they must be getting tired, trying to keep your feet up off the ground. Let's go back to the days beneath the northern lights, when you danced so free like a little child.
Mom, I just want to say I couldn't ever imagine having a better mother. You have been such an inspiration to me, of just such a good role model for what I would want, or I guess strive to be when I have kids. You have been there for us in so many ways, and I couldn't ask for anyone better. So for that, I really, really thank you for never giving up on me, and doing everything you thought was best. So I love you so much, and I hope you know that you were a great, great mom.
Always around you. My arms are always around
you. Dad, thank you for being so amazing and pushing me to be the best that I can be. Even when I didn't want to go to school anymore, you still pushed me and kept my mind on the right track. You have always said that I have a good moral compass, and you have helped me stay on that road when I have doubted many things and many times of what I was doing and why I was doing this. But you have always believed in me and thought the best in me, and that has meant so much to me. I am so glad that I have lived so close to you and Mom for so long. And I love being able to see you every weekend basically, and just you always can make me laugh even if I've had a hard day. You always bring a smile to my face, and I love you for that. Thank you for being the best dad ever. I love you so much, Dad.
Christy, I just want to say thank you for being such a great example of how to love people just because. Thank you, Grady, for always making me feel welcome and part of the family.
Ever lead you to a place where you don't know which road to choose.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you for modeling selflessness. Thank you for, after having a long day's work, that you came home and somehow managed to get dinner on the table and just do all the mundane things of life that I've realized now as an adult is ridiculously challenging with myself or even 2 little ones, let alone 4. So thank you for all that you've given of yourself to to show us how much you love us and how much you truly care for us, and that you choose joy in the midst of mundane things or craziness with raising kids. I know we weren't the quietest of bunches, but thank you for choosing joy and for modeling that for me.
Ever feels you, and you're down without a dime to see through. There's still luck that you can find. You can have a peace of mind.
Thank you, Mom, for making me the gentleman that I am today, and for being such a great mother to me. And thank you, Dad, for being a great role model for me and showing me how to be a great man and a great father. I love you.
If you're a lover,
Mom, thank you. Thank you for being the best mom a daughter could ever ask for. Thank you for being more than a mom to me. You are definitely my best friend. I know I can go to you and ask anything or tell you anything without any judgment and just pure love in return. So thank you for that. I have put you probably through some hard times, and even during then, you never strayed away. You were always constant in my life and present, and that means more to me than you could ever imagine. Thank you for loving Cody like he's your own son. It's amazing to see that, and I love it so much. I don't know what I'm gonna do without you when we move. It's gonna be really hard, but I'm so thankful for the time that I've had to be so close to you and Dad. I am so grateful for everything that you guys have done for me, because it's been really helpful. I love you so much, Mom. Thank you.
Yeah. Chapter 1, I was raised on the Dodgers. Every boy wants to be like his father.
Dad, I am beyond thankful to have you as a father. You have been such an amazing role model in my life for a million reasons. But honestly, the tough love that you had given me was something that I needed, and I know it was hard for you, but you did it because you saw an end point and you wanted me to become, who you knew I could be. So I love you so much, and I am so thankful that you never gave up on me, and that you just continued to fight for your daughter. And so I'm so blessed and grateful, appreciative. You are such an amazing person, and I couldn't be more thankful to have you as my father. So I love you.
Things change in the blink of an eyelid. Guess my body knew way more than I did. Doc said, you'll never play again. Worst thing I ever heard.
I love you so much.
Sounds rough, doesn't it?
Papa, I love you so much.
Merry Christmas, we love you.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Thank you guys for everything you do for Corey and I wanted to say Merry Christmas.
And we love you.
Love you
so
guys.
much.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Merry Christmas. We love you.
We love you, Mom and Dad. Merry Christmas.
Chapters of my life. Truth is that we all got stories. Gonna fail on your way to glory. It takes time trying to get it right, but every future has a past.
Right now I could hear God laughing. Guess he must have heard my plans and my hopes. Thought it was a joke, gave me more than I could ask. And I wish that I knew back then